Hey everyone, Michael of Seattle here, helping you guys become better traders today. Before we get started, I live next to the water. It is a very windy day, so if you hear some whistling and wind type noises, I apologize for it. I cannot stop it. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking me, Michael, I'm getting the basics done of trading. I'm understanding what I need to do, but I want to take a small amount of my portfolio, maybe 1 to 5%, and put it into these small YOLO plays that I keep on hearing about that have a very high risk and high reward, chance of making me money. And you know what? I'm going to help you guys out. We're going to be looking at short squeezes today. These are, GameStop was a short squeeze, NOS was a short squeeze. There was a lot of short squeezes over the past few weeks, and I understand you guys want to get into it. So if you guys want to take this risk for that type of reward, I'm going to help you guys do it. So first of all, there's a website right here. You guys can add it to your bookmarks. I'll put the link down in the description below. It's called highshortinterest.com. It will show you stocks that have a high short interest and a low float, or you can find the low float for yourself. Right now we can see that GameStop is still the number one highest shorted stock in the market. After that we have the Tanger Factory Outlet Centers, which is a real estate company, and then we have iSun Inc., Ligand Pharmaceuticals, which is biotechnology, which I stay far away from, and you have a whole list of them. So what I would do is I would look for something that has a short interest above 20% and a float under 50 million. You could even go under 60 million really, or even under 100 million if you really want to, stretch it out a little bit. But I prefer things under 60 or 50 million shares with the float. Now, after you do that, you're gonna look for it on Finviz. So, for instance, we can look at iSun, and let's see if there's any other ones like that really draw my attention right now. Utilities, electric. Maybe Blink, but I think Blink might have already popped, which is why I'm hesitant to go after it again. Carvana, but that has 68, so no. We'll just stick with iSun for now. I don't want to waste too much of your time here. And then what you can do is go to iSun right here, and you can get a pretty decent idea of what's been happening with the stock price just from looking at this basic chart. And this is a very basic chart. If you want to do more in-depth technical analysis for a better position to buy or something like that, you could always go to Thinkorswim, by TD Ameritrade, or you can go straight to TradingView. I prefer Thinkorswim because it's just so much better, but TradingView is also another good place if you guys don't want to download a platform for your actual laptop or desktop computer. Or if you have a phone, TradingView would probably be your best bet there too. Now, we can see that it's gone from $5.88 all the way up to $32, and this is probably why it was so heavily shorted. The hedge funds probably came in and said, man, this is going up too fast. Let's make some money by driving the price down, which they've done because everybody over here was forced to take their profits. And then what you had was a lot of bag holders that chopped in, wink, wink, don't be a bag holder, don't buy in at these levels. Buy in at these levels like a smart person, or even buy in at these levels. But never buy at these levels because you're most likely going to lose money unless you are day trading or smart enough to really understand technical analysis. And you can even see on Friday, which was yesterday, it actually popped up 8%, which means you can start to see that some of these hedge funds are starting to cover their position. And we're going to see if it actually holds the SMA, which one is this? SMA 50. So that's the simple moving average for the last 50 days. It might try to tap down on this, we're not sure. But what I did, just to kind of give you an idea, is I found about three stocks that have potential short squeezes, and I added them into my portfolio. So we have iSun, GIX, and HPR. GIX and HPR are both oil plays, energy plays, because of everything that's going on right now in the center of the United States. Pretty much the whole United States is cold except for Florida, from what I'm hearing. So energy prices are going up. Even in my local area over here, my gas prices have gone from $2.50 all the way up to over $3. So it's been a wild ride, and gas prices, energy is going to keep on going up apparently. So I'm betting on those and potential short squeeze happening on that. And you can see from the rest of my plays, my last play that I have added has made 5%. The play before that, 310%. The play before that, 134%. And the play before that, 52%. So I generally have an okay idea of what I'm looking for. Don't invest heavily in these stocks. I don't invest heavily in these stocks. Most of this is like retirement YOLO money, which stays in my retirement account. Otherwise, I get taxed heavily when I take it out. But keep an eye on these ones, or do your own analysis. You can see there's a whole bunch of stocks to choose from, and we'll actually even go straight to the screener because there's another way you can do this as well. we can go to this Finviz screener. I highly recommend creating an account for free. I'll link a description. I'll put a link in the description below because it allows you to save your screener settings. That way you don't have to redo it every single time, which can be very, very much of a hassle. We'll go to all, and we will go find the float short, and we want a high float short of over 20%. Now, after that, we want a price of, let's say, under 20 bucks. And all of a sudden, over 7,000 stocks gets filtered down to about 67. And you can go more in depth if you want to and kind of ran it down even more. Maybe current volume over something or relative volume over something like, something else. But usually when you mess with those, you kind of already find the stocks that have already popped. And your goal is to find the stocks that haven't popped yet. There's a big difference there. Now, we're going to look at charts instead of looking at a list form. We can see AMC. AMC might still be a good hold. It might even pop again. But you know what? With how everything turned out with Robinhood and how they kind of did their stuff, it kind of worries me that something like Robinhood might stop AMC again. Now, if we go down, we're going to be staying away from biotechnologies, just to let you guys know. We're going to be looking at something that's on low, not at these high levels up here. We're going to be cheap. When you're looking for potential short squeezes, you're going to be very cheap about how you approach it. You're not going to buy something that's already popped, it's up here. You wanted to buy it down here before it gapped up. Now, we see, what is this, CRDF, that's biotechnology, stay away from it. Marine shipping, it already went up, I can't touch that, already went up. It does take some time to find good ones, and guess what? Short squeezes don't happen every day. So you guys are going to have to keep an eye on them. So when you see something that's a good value, then you can actually buy one. You may be thinking Geo right here, maybe you could buy, but you can see it's in a channel heading down, and nothing tells me that it's going to go up anytime soon. JIX, I like this one. This is the one I just told you before. You can see how it's low, and in the past few months, it's had spike, spike, spike. Maybe it'll have another spike, and it'll go from 10 bucks all the way up to 12 bucks. That's not a huge move. You guys might not like that for the return possibility, but that could be an easy 20% right there. And the low would be $10. That's where I would sell it around $10. So risking 24 cents per share and with the chance of making about $2 per share. That's pretty good risk reward right there. It's all about making sure you have a good risk reward for every trade. Goev, I don't like this because it broke down out of the pennant right here. Looking around, maybe HOFV, that one actually might be okay. It has a $146 million market cap, which is very, very tiny. So maybe this is something I might want to look into. It has the potential, back in July it was up at 12 bucks. This has the potential to go to $6 first, and then if it hits $6, maybe it'll pop up even higher to $8. Then after $8, it has the potential to go to 12 bucks. And that can be a multi-day runner or all happen in one day. So this is also something that you might want to keep an eye on. So what I might do here is I'll open up another page for the portfolio, and I'll add another one to this. I'll go to edit right here on my portfolio, and then HOFV, I think it was called HOFV, yeah. Okay, we're going to go to HOFV. We're going to go to buy 300 shares. We want to get today's price because it's so cheap you can actually buy a lot more. And then you get today's price, and then I hit save changes, so that way I got it for $2.69. That way I'm not getting I'm not cheating myself by saying, hey, I really bought it at this low price because I didn't. I bought it late. I have to pay that little bit of premium on it. Keeps yourself honest. The number one way to become a better trader is by keeping yourself honest and saying, hey, Michael, or hey to yourself, you had a bad day, you did not follow your trading plan, and you paid the consequences, which happened to be losing money. So, you have to keep yourself accountable here. Now, we're going to exit out the portfolio page again, and we're going to keep on looking. HPR, I've added that one as well. Looks like too high. Those are also biotechnology. We're going down the list. I know this is the iSun I saw earlier that we talked about right here, iSun. A lot of you guys may be saying, Michael, this is taking a lot of time. Well, yes, it takes a lot of time. This is something you're going to probably be doing every Saturday for maybe a half an hour to an hour. Now, it's not so much time, but man, if you spend a half an hour to an hour and that pays off with you making like 100% back on a stock play, that's worth the time because that money is very important to you. NOS already boomed up with GameStop. Kodak, we saw that huge boom a while ago with them getting into crypto, then the scandal that followed, so you can decide it boomed, then died back down really fast. KNDI might be something worth watching. You can see spike. We'll add that one to our list as well. Actually, I won't add it. I'll just kind of go through these, and you can add them onto your list if you want to. We'll find out eventually if I'm right or if I'm wrong, And again, I'm not doing much technical analysis with this. This is mostly just kind of the news that's in the back of my head of what I've been listening to, along with what these basic charts are telling me, and the fact that they have a low price with a high float short. I like lower priced stocks because that gives more of an incentive for it to be picked up by people on Wall Street Bets or some of those other Reddit communities that are very loose with their money and aren't afraid of losing it all on some really risky play. And they're putting like 80% of their account into this. You guys are only going to be putting about the max of like 5% of your portfolio into one of these plays. So be very careful about that. Don't go all into these plays. You're most likely going to lose money if you do that. Root may be something pretty interesting. It's about insurance, and it just IPO'd, it looked like back in November, so it may fall back down, then all of a sudden start to rip again. Rev seems to be okay. It's household and personal products. Those are being bought up a lot right now, so keep an eye on that. It's a little high, but at the same time, you can see it's still within this channel, which may be interesting. This is biotechnology, not going to touch it, although it looks like it wants to probably go up eventually. Let's see, anything over here? No. Already blew up. Biotechnology, nope. Okay. Nope. I mean, maybe it's biotechnology. Drug manufacturers, maybe. TXMD, maybe in the future. If you want 100% profit, go from $1.77 up to $2.60 again. But that might take a couple weeks. Yeah. And it won't go all the way back up here. It may go from $1.77 all the way up to like maybe $2.20 or something like that. It will not go back up to the 260s. As we're going over here, I don't see anything I really like. Yeah, it's biotechnology. Yep, and that's everything. So you can see out of all these stocks, I found a potential of maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, plus that 5 that we didn't add in there. About 5 that I'd be willing to put a couple $100 in each. Now for you guys may only want to put in like $100 each, not even, maybe like $20 each, and then see if it works. Especially if you guys have Robinhood and you guys have fractional shares, which I think is an amazing way to start trading. You guys can just put $20 here, $20 there, $20 there, or just $5 here, $5 there, $5 there. You guys will learn as you guys kind of proceed on this, and that way you guys will hopefully be responsible and don't put more than 5% of your portfolio into these positions. And another cool thing before we do finish off this video about portfolio, if you add a stock to this list, you're going to see all the relevant news underneath this list as well. So you can see JIX has a shareholders alert. Shareholders is ongoing investigations. So maybe there's something going up on there, and maybe that's another reason why it's heavily shorted. So maybe I shouldn't have bought this. But again, I did not take enough time to, do my research on these. That's something I would do the next day or a little bit later on after I found the stock and I like the chart. So that is it, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please share this channel with your friends. If you guys do want to be part of a cool Reddit community that I just started, we're growing at about 50 members every day. It's called Wall Street Flow. Join it. Ask any question you guys want. You will not be made fun of. You will not get harassed. If you are harassed, I will immediately ban that user from ever coming back to the platform. So I want you guys to learn, and I know some of those larger groups are not helpful for learning anymore. They're helpful for pumping you and making you believe you're going to make a whole bunch of money fast, which leads to you losing a whole bunch of money fast and becoming a potential bag holder. So, find the best group for you, but do not trust people on Reddit just telling you to buy, because it's going to keep going up. That's not usually how it works. So be very responsible about how you do this, especially as, the market's been kind of crazy lately. Thanks everyone, and have a great rest of your day. I'm about to go to the beach and just kind of walk by the water and chill out for a little bit. Thanks everyone.